Welcome to AHEPA Senior Living, a podcast dedicated to introducing seniors and their families to exceptional care and community provided by AHEPA Senior Living, where we'll also go behind the scenes and talk with people who make this happen. Join us as we explore the stories, insights, and experiences of those who make AHEPA Senior Living a place to call home. I'm Olga Karlutzis, and this is AHEPA Senior Living. In this very special episode, we'll be talking to an employee. Joining us is Ashley Bell-Wendum, a service coordinator at AHEPA 3 in Hoover, Alabama. Ashley, thank you for taking the time to join us on the AHEPA podcast today. So nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I was born and raised in Birmingham, Alabama, and my interest for seniors just started at a young age. I used to spend a lot of time with my grandmother and just went from there to helping others.
How do you support the well-being of the residents on a day-to-day basis as the AHEPA service coordinator?
So my main goal is to support them in their services, to advocate on their behalf, to promote the services in the community, the different agencies that come out to work with our residents. So a lot of them, they know what they need, but some of them can't hear well when they're talking on the phone, or they can't express what they need. So my role to them is to advocate, to speak on their behalf if need be, or just to be there as an assisted hand to get them through whatever challenge they might be going through, whether it's applying for a service or just something as simple as making a doctor's appointment or scheduling transportation, and make anything a little bit simpler for them is why we're here. But to also allow them to still be independent.
I see. So your goal is to advocate for the residents and speak on their behalf to get the assistance they need.
Correct. The main goal is to educate them on whatever service and programs are available to them. And so just being able to assist them with gathering whatever information they may need and being able to scan it in or email it or talk to them over the phone versus them having to put it in the mail and wait extra days. It expedites that process. So their power bill is paid up for the year. They get food stamps to help them with things. They can get the farmer's market to assist them with getting fresh veggies and fruits and things from the local markets. So they don't have to go and do it online themselves, because a lot of them don't have access. They can come into my office. I can do it in 5 seconds and you're done.
You have such a packed activity calendar at AHEPA 3. I'd love to hear about the process of creating the program.
So with the bingo and birthday, that's more on the resident side. They organize those programs through their resident association. My side more so is to plan and promote health and wellness programs. So that is doing some of the walking programs with UAB. We have an Aging Creative Wellness class where we have UAB art students come out.
I love having the art students come in and your advocacy for art.
They love it.
Yeah.
I was so surprised to see. I mean, we have so many artists here. I mean, you would be amazed at some of the artwork. Like, they do murals and everything. So different programs like that throughout the year. We try to make them engaging and fun. We offer a lot of screenings for the residents because some can't drive. We do have transportation to get them to doctor's appointments. So we try to offer as much as we can on site so they could just come downstairs and get those screenings, and it's free to them.
Thank you, Ashley, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Let's now go to a quick conversation with some of your residents at AHEPA 3 in Hoover, Alabama, Eleanor and Hazel. Hi, we're so thrilled to have you today. I'd love for you to both share a little bit about yourself, starting with where did you both grow up?
Well, I was born in Jefferson, Alabama, and grew up down in the country, down past, not too far from there, in a little town named Marbury, real small. So I'm a country girl.
I was born in Hartsville, Alabama, North Alabama, and I grew up in Fairfield.
That's great, growing up in small communities. So when did you both move to AHEPA 3?
I moved in this facility 4 years ago.
And I moved here about 12 years ago. I lived in senior housing somewhere else for 5 years before I came here.
And what do you enjoy most about living at AHEPA 3?
Well, it offers me the opportunity to still run my own life and be able to do what I want to do, and that's very important to me.
How does it feel for you to have moved into a completely different environment and place than you were living before, moving from a big house, then moving into your own apartment?
I was ready for it, and I appreciate it. So the biggest issue was that I came from a much larger place, and I always keep too much stuff. That's the hardest part.
It's a good location. Stores, the banks, everything you need is here.
It must be nice having to not deal with what homeowners have to deal with on a daily basis, having somebody being able to do that for you.
I love the fact that I don't have to fix anything. I don't have to cut my grass. I love not being responsible for any of that.
It sounds like you've maintained your independence while having the support from your family and the community there at AHEPA 3. What are some of your favorite activities and services that are offered at AHEPA 3?
I stay busy. If I'm not busy, I'm napping. Or Eleanor likes to walk. We go and walk and look at fish and turtles and snakes.
No, God, don't let me see no snakes.
It was fun, baby.
I want to say that I really appreciate the fact that Ashley brings in representatives to inform us on options that we're eligible for, that helps us. That is a real asset. I have a small garden, and I enjoy that. I enjoy, we have parties and potlucks occasionally, and we have bingo and cards and all those things. At times I participate in a lot of them.
That's wonderful. You're both so active. Thank you, Eleanor. Thank you, Hazel. It was so nice to meet you and great talking with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.